Like to call the meeting to order. Roll call of aldermen.
Alderman Hazel.
Here.
Alderman Kinsella.
Here.
Alderwoman Pusa. Here. Alderman Bittner. Here. Alderman Randall.
Here.
Alderman Tyler.
Here.
Alderman Anthony.
Here.
Alderman Ovian.
Here.
Alderwoman Schaefer. Here. Alderman Dintelman.
Here.
Alderman Gah.
Here.
Alderwoman Steele. Here. Alderman Wygant.
Here.
Alderman Elmore.
Here.
Alderman Wiggington.
Here.
Alderman Barfield.
Here. All 16 are present. Roll call of department heads.
City Treasurer Hart.
Here.
City Attorney Horner.
Here.
Police Chief Bill Clay. Fire Chief Tom Poor. Here. Finance Director Jamie Matrit. Here. City Engineer Tim Gregowitz. Director of Maintenance Kenny Vaughn. Here. Human Resource Director Sherry Faber. Here. Oh, got to change that. Sorry. Director of Parks and Recreation Debbie Belleville. Here. Health and Housing Director Bob Sabo. Here. Director of Public Works Jason Poole. Director of Wastewater Royce Carlisle. Director of Economic Development Anissa McCaskill. Here. Director of Library Leander Spearman.
Okay. Chief Clay is excused. Assistant Chief Icecant is here. Randy Smith is here for Royce. And, and Gregowitz is excused. It's his anniversary. So I thought I better excuse him. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Boy Scout Troop 11 from Cathedral here. Gentlemen, if you want to come forward, we're going to ask you to help us lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. They're working on their citizenship and a community merit badge, and they've been here, their troop, many times because they're a very active troop in the Boy Scouts. Gentlemen, I thank you. As I talked to you a little bit there, keep up the good work, get those merit badges, keep advancing, and if you're so able, get that Eagle Scout because that stays with you for all your life, and you'll never regret it, okay? Thanks for being here. I know you guys are blessed. You have some great parents and leadership in your troop, and that makes a big difference. And Troop 11 has been around for a long time doing a lot of good things, so keep it up, okay? Thanks for coming.
Thanks, guys.
You're dismissed. Thanks, you can go sit down. See what you can learn from all this, huh? Ladies and gentlemen, before we go into the public hearing in just one moment, some of you may have realized last week we had a dear friend who was very active in the city of Belleville pass away, and I'd like to ask for a moment of silence for Joyce Laux. Joyce's service was last Friday. Joyce was a very faithful member for years she was a township trustee. She was a member of downtown redevelopment. The list goes on. She was very, very active in the community, supporting Belleville in so many ways. And I would just ask that we'd all bow for a moment, remembering all those good things that Joyce contributed to our community. Thank you very much. At this time, I want to officially open the public hearing that's scheduled for this evening. The public hearing is 5A on your agenda, petition for annexation of 510 Schleter Germain Road, parcel number 13-10.0-200-024, and then 13-10.0-200-027. I officially open this public hearing. This is a residence that's on the far southern boundaries of the city of Belleville. Is there anyone here? I see Mr. Bauer in the back, right, Keith? And this is your family's annexation? And they've petitioned. We had this on the agenda, and there was one error we caught when notifying taxing bodies. We had the wrong one, and that happens occasionally. We had Smithton Village instead of Smithton Township, I think. So we got that straightened out properly, and that's why we had to postpone it till tonight. Is there anyone here tonight that has any questions or concerns about this annexation? The property has been reviewed by our city staff, Anissa McCaskill. and her group, and they have, it is contiguous, it does meet the annexation requirements, and it's, you know, simple, a very, I shouldn't say simple, but it is relatively simple annexation. Is there any comments or questions pertaining to this annexation? Everything has met the review, as I said, of our group, and if there's, we are required by law to have a public hearing where if there were neighbors or there was other taxing bodies that had issue, they could come forward tonight and voice their concerns. Hearing none, I'm going to close the public hearing, and you'll see a vote on this when we get a little further along in the meeting. At this time, I'm going to open public participation. We have this before every meeting. It's a chance for residents, if they have something that they would like to state. We don't get into questions and answer in public participation, but you certainly can speak up and say, we like to keep it to 2 to 3 minutes. I'd ask you to raise your hand. I'll recognize you. Come to the microphone, give your name, and we hope we would ask that it's pertaining to city business. Anyone this evening? Yes, sir.
Good evening, Mayor and ladies and gentlemen of the council. I'm here regarding ordinance number 8253-2018.
Can you state your name?
Ron Diedrich, Illinois Realtors. I apologize for that. And I'm here regarding section 2, letter F on that, and that's the accessory use of restrictions on sheds. A couple points of contention with that. One, it's been stated numerous times in city meetings and stuff that there is a overabundance of vacant lots. That number is actually probably a little bit lower, given the fact that a lot of neighbors have just purchased a lot next to them. This could be a potential restriction on improving the neighboring lots to you, and therefore an impediment in trying to get some of the vacant lots into the hands of responsible property owners. With that being said, F, I have concern about square footage. You're limiting it to 64 square foot. For example, the average Cook portable warehouse constructed right here in Southern Illinois and sold by 4 dealers here in the Belleville area, the smallest that is 8 by 10, so 80 square foot. On average, these portable warehouses would add between $5,000 and $7,000 to the property value, because that would be an additional use structure. So just a couple points of contention on that it could be a further discouraging impediment to improving vacant lots in the community. Thank you.
Okay, thanks for your comments. Anyone else this evening? Yes, ma'am.
Good evening, Rose Wilson, 322 West I Street. You know, we all come here to complain, but not too many times people come and have something good to say. And I would like to present something really good that's happened to my neighborhood. In the last 2 years, the change has been so remarkable. 0 foot traffic. The atmosphere is like it was when I first moved in. So I would like to thank, first of all, the guy right back there, Lieutenant Colonel Icecan, should know that as a military wife. His diligence, and the 2 officers out here, they're on my beat. We have no foot traffic. We have had nothing. You can be out at night. You can do the things that we used to do. And I'm internally grateful, and so is a lot of the people in my neighborhood. I hope it continues, but I believe in it. Thank you very much.
We're glad to hear that report.
Thank you to those guys back there.
Thank you, Rose. Anyone else? Hearing none, I'm going to close public participation. And I'll make a quick comment. There was many nights that Rose called, or days she called, and all of us tried to jump on the issues, and it's nice to hear that all the efforts by many, and Assistant Chief Icecan certainly has been for years at the helm of going after a lot of those concerns with others, Captain Heffernan, et cetera. But we are making some progress, and I appreciate you recognizing that. Thank you. Okay, at this time, we're going to go to presentations, recognitions, and appointments. The first thing tonight is I want to recognize the character word of the month is responsibility. Responsibility definition is willingness to be accountable for your own actions without blaming others. And, when you talk about the Boy Scouting program, the character words are truly something that they have to deal with and they do live up to all the time. The next thing I wanted to share with you, and it'll just take a couple minutes, it's about 7 to 8 minute presentation. I showed it to the staff the other day. 2 weeks ago, when I finished my year of being president for the IML, which means Illinois Municipal League, we were in Chicago and we had the big seminar, and I have to say it was probably the fastest year of my life. I got to travel more than I probably wanted to, represent Illinois and represent the mayors of the state. But it was a great honor to serve as the president of the mayors throughout the state of Illinois. We decided as a board to do a new video, and this group that put this together is coming to Belleville later this week, and we're going to start filming some things for a couple different videos to use in helping promote to real estate agents, to people choosing schools, to the military, to businesses that are coming to Belleville. We're going to use a number of these clips to help us promote and tell the story about our community. So I want to share with you now, and maybe hopefully you'll leave here tonight knowing a little bit more about the strength of standing together with the Illinois Municipal League. There's 1,278 cities or villages in the state of Illinois, and I think all but about a handful are members of the IML. So Rich, Matt, if you could dim the lights, and if Rich, there's 3 screens, so if you guys can pick a screen to watch.
I don't know, there's really a dimming of the lights.
Not dimming, we'll just shut those lights
You
down.
just have to shut a couple off.
Just shut those big ones off.
For over 100 years, the Illinois Municipal League has represented the interests of cities, villages, and towns throughout Illinois. We like to say that our special interest is the people. We work for the communities that make this state run, and we're proud of the relationship we have with them. We look at 3 basic tenets for the Illinois Municipal League: educate, advocate, and empower. Our job is to educate our members, and we do that through training and workshops. We advocate for our members through direct influence in the legislative process. And we empower our members by giving them opportunities for their voice to be heard and for them to be involved in a number of things that they might otherwise not know about.
The Illinois Municipal League Annual Conference is a one-stop shop for training. It's a really unique opportunity for elected officials from throughout the state to come together to receive training and education. But another important component is networking. While cities and villages and towns throughout Illinois are different and unique, they all face similar challenges. We've got mayors throughout the state who have decades of experience, and we have some who are just newly elected. And if we can get them together and have them help support each other, that's really powerful. I really want members to leave each year and say, I can't wait to come back next year. It's such an important event. It's also an affordable event. It's an immersive experience. It's 3 days of training. We pack a lot into those 3 days. I think people leave enthusiastic and are anxious to get back to their communities and implement these new ideas and solutions that they found, which is really important.
From start to finish, everybody's there and it's real well focused and everybody knows what they leave. They're going to go take back what they learned and then take that and apply it in their own municipalities, all for the good, all for the greater good of folks.
The annual conference has been a source of training for staff and village board members for years.
I've always walked away feeling stronger because of the collaborative conversations and give and take on what we share with each other.
The training that you get from IML to go to the different conferences and to be able to get that knowledge that, you know, you need to serve as an elected official.
The conference affords them such a broad range of educational opportunities. It really can't be overstated how important that is.
The information and the knowledge and the experiences that they share with cities. And I think that the key thing I've learned is that it's there, you've got to take advantage of it.
Membership in the Illinois Municipal League is entirely voluntary, but it's authorized by state statute, which allows cities, villages, and towns throughout Illinois to join us at their own free will so that we can represent their interests both at the state capitol and at the national capitol.
IML is so important in terms of educating newly elected officials on what the role is and what's happening in other communities. So understanding your job as a legislative member of your municipal board, but also understanding what others can do and the possibilities out there.
We represent 1,200 plus municipalities with the IMO, from the very smallest community to the city of Chicago.
One of the strengths of a state municipal league is bringing together different communities of different sizes, of different geographic and demographic makeups, so that we can have a stronger voice at the state capitol.
Being one voice may not be heard, but coming down to IML and bringing all the municipalities together, speaking in one voice as a large organization like IML is, issues that you have in your community is the same that, you know, whether you're in Springfield or East St. Louis, they're the same issues.
Sometimes people will ask what our advocacy is at the state level, and oftentimes it involves direct legislative influence. But many times it also involves working behind the scenes with state agencies and state officials to make sure things happen smoothly.
There's really no way for a newly elected official to appreciate the impact of the state or the federal government in that respect without looking at the advocacy effort of the municipal league.
And that's probably one of the most important aspects of our relationship with the IMLs, being able to have that direct access on issues that, you know, wide-ranging, and staff is always right on top of.
Our job is just as important in stopping regulations that might be harmful to communities as it is to moving forward with issues that might be helpful to communities.
Every community isn't able to speak to all the legislators in the way that the league can and really look at the issue and understand the impacts across the entire state.
The IML plays a very good role in making us aware of both of those perspectives, and I think it's important that we can't lose sight of, well, this is what we want versus what, well, this might be harmful to us and we need to be advocating against that.
It's developing relationships, and I think that's what the league really allows mayors like myself and other elected officials. It nurtures and it helps develop relationships throughout the whole state. There's strength in numbers. And when you stand for something and you stand with people who are together with you, it's just much more effective. And just how beneficial the interaction of all these great people, how it can help you go back to your communities and how you can help yourself.
There is no better partner, no better source for doing things right than the Illinois Municipal League.
I'm excited about being a part of positive changes for the future.
We often get a question from an elected official about why should their community be a member of IML? The real question is, why should they not be a member? IML provides services beyond our legislative advocacy. We also provide legal services, education, training, and representation at various levels throughout state and national governments. Our services are unmatched. We're proud of the work that we do every day for municipalities, north to south, east to west in Illinois. Regardless of their size, regardless of their needs, we're here to help them.
Rich, I want to thank you for helping set that up tonight, but I hope you enjoyed that. For the aldermen, some of you have been to some of the IML different functions. They do a new elected training when you're brand new, that we have the conference. But it is a very important to be a part of a whole group, because right now with all the changing times and money concerns, what we keep getting cut in Springfield and so many different things that affect city government, we have to stand together. And this organization is the group that we've been standing with for a long time, and it's a group that's been very effective when we all stick together. So I've enjoyed being a leader, having a leadership role there. I will stay on the board as long as I'm mayor. Now I'm that immediate past president. Alderman Kinsella.
Sir, would you come down here? We have a presentation for you.
You're not, I'm supposed to do that stuff, not you.
Yeah, I know. This is a re-presentation because this was presented to him by the IML, but I thought I'd bring it out and show you here, locally, that we appreciate his involvement. It was a wonderful little film, and it shows you the importance of IML. He is the first mayor of the city of Belleville to be president of the IML. Also, I'd like you to look at all the other mayors over there, see their pictures, and none of them did this, and I'll bet you about half of them never spent any time in a barber chair.
Where?
In a barber chair. This goes back, you know, I can tell you that I contacted Jenny Meyer to get this, and she said today was the day he decided to hang it. So she had to sneak up there after the meeting. This is just,
No, it wasn't gone until after you got down here.
this is a local recognition of what you've done, and we thank you for it.
I tell you what, thank you. And it was an honor. I got to travel, my wife got to go with me. We went to the U.S. Conference of Mayors in Boston this year. We went to the National League of Cities Conference in Charlotte, North Carolina. I had 2 trips to the White House, one to the White House and one to Washington. And, you know, it was an honor to be there and to interact with mayors throughout the whole country. And I feel like I held my own as far as conversation and talking points with them, but I certainly learned a lot. And a lot of it, you know, I'm trying to bring back here to our staff and to this body here. But it was a good year, so thanks for representing this to me. I thought it looked familiar.
Well, also, the other reason why I represented something is I'm cheap.
Drifting.
Yeah, fine.
Well, thank you to Mr. Kinsella and to the council. But like I said, I wanted to share that video because I thought all of you should see what's going on, and I challenge more of you to get involved. It's a good thing. So we're moving forward. At this point, we are to the point of number 8, and a motion to approve city council meeting minutes of September 17, 2018. Motion by Wiggington, second by Pusa. Any additions or corrections to the minutes as presented? All in favor of receiving and filing the minutes signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. We have the claims, payroll, and disbursements. I'd ask for a motion to approve the claims and disbursements in the amount of $3,828,723.46, and the payroll in the amount of $859,629.40. Alderman Diddleman, second by Alderman Schaefer. Any discussion on those 2 payouts? Roll call.
Hazel.
Aye.
Kinsella.
Aye.
Pusa. Aye. Bittner.
Aye.
Randall.
Aye.
Tyler. Anthony. Ovian. Schaefer. Dintelman.
Aye.
Gah.
Aye.
Steele. Wygant. Elmore. Wiggington. Barfield.
Aye.
Motion carries. We go to reports. Finance Committee, Mr. Kinsella.
On behalf of the Finance Committee, I make a motion to approve entering into an agreement with Messero Insurance Services Incorporated an Alliant-owned company for brokerage services for liability and workmen's compensation insurance coverage.
Motion by Alderman Consilla, second by Alderman Pusa. Any questions? This was gone out for RFQ, it was talked about in finance, and we had a group, I appointed a committee, staff, number of people, including the city clerk and our finance director and Jamie Matrid and Sherry. I always struggled with Favre for the longest time. Now I'm really gonna struggle. Sherry got married last weekend, so I'll get it right. Just give me a little bit of time. But a number of them reviewed these groups and felt it was time to promote. This just changed from the past, went to finance, passed unanimously, and now it's here tonight. So we have a motion and we have a second. If there's no questions, I'd ask for a roll call.
Consilla.
Aye.
Pusa. Aye. Bittner. Aye. Randall. Aye. Tyler. Aye. Anthony. Aye. Ovian. Aye. Schaefer. Aye. Dillman.
Aye.
Gah.
Aye.
Steele. Aye. Wygant. Aye. Elmore.
Aye.
Wigington. Barfield.
Aye.
Hazel.
Motion carries. Alderman Wigington, you got ordinance and legal review.
Okay, 11B1, on behalf of Ordinance and Legal Committee, I'd like to make a motion to amend ordinance Title 15, Land Usage, Chapter 157, Floodplains, Section 157.10, Protecting Buildings, and Chapter 162, Zoning, Section 162.036, Accessory Use Restrictions. So moved.
Motion by Alderman Wigington, second by Alderman Steele. Do I hear discussions on that first ordinance? Roll call.
Pusa. Aye. Bittner. Aye. Randall. Aye. Tyler. Aye. Anthony. Aye. Ovian. Aye. Schaefer. Aye. Dillman.
Aye.
Gah.
Aye.
Steele. Aye. Wygant. Aye. Elmore.
Aye.
Wigington.
Aye.
Barfield.
Aye.
Hazel.
Aye.
Consilla.
Aye.
Motion carries. Alderman Wigington.
11B-2, on behalf of Ordinance and Legal Committee, I'd like to make a motion to amend ordinance Title 15, Land Usage, Chapter 151, Electrical Code, Section 151.47, Reciprocity. So moved.
Motion by Alderman Wigington, second by Alderman Schaefer. Do I hear discussion on this motion? Roll call.
Bittner. Aye. Randall. Aye. Tyler. Aye. Anthony. Aye. Ovian. Aye. Schaefer. Aye. Dillman.
Aye.
Gah.
Aye.
Steele. Aye. Wygant. Elmore.
Aye.
Wigington.
Aye.
Barfield.
Aye.
Hazel.
Aye.
Consilla.
Aye.
Pusa. Aye.
Motion carries. Last one, Raj.
11B3, on behalf of Ordinance and Legal Committee, I'd like to make a motion to amend ordinance Title 11, Business Regulations, Chapter 113, Special Sales, Personal Sales, Section 113.001, Secondhand Dealers. So moved.
Motion by Alderman Wigington, second by Alderman Schaefer. Discussion on this motion. Yes.
In reading over this, I saw where we're looking to increase it from 2 to 10. How many do we have presently, secondhand dealers?
I think this is, what do we have? We have, yeah. This doesn't change the numbers, though. This is clarifying some of the difference that we talked about in committee meeting, because there's kind of a, I don't say kind of, but there, you want to explain here, there's a gray area.
This was just to address some circumstances that developed since we've last revised this, in particular, that there are some businesses that aren't, they really don't fall into thrift stores or retail stores, but there are some businesses. One example, I think, was a computer software store that sells both new and some used products. So we were just recognizing the circumstances that the city is encountering. This doesn't change the limitations. It's really more clarification based on practice since the...
We had another
enactment
example
of
was
this.
the collector's corner, the sports memorabilia. There's some new, there's some that's been, you know, traded and brought back or, you know, resurfaced. But it's, you know, so we tried to clarify that. We didn't want to stop some of those unique specialty shops just because we had the distinction of having that tied with secondhand stores. Okay, everybody understand that? So we have a motion, we have a second. Roll call.
Randall.
Aye.
Tyler. Aye. Anthony. Aye. Ovian.
Aye.
Schaefer. Aye. Dillman.
Aye.
Gah.
Aye.
Steele. Aye. Wygant. Elmore.
Aye.
Wigington.
Aye.
Barfield.
Aye.
Hazel.
Aye.
Kinsella.
Aye.
Pusa. Aye. Bittner.
Motion carries. The next motion comes from administration. I'd ask for a motion to approve City Hall elevator annual maintenance agreement with Cone in the amount of $2,225.28. Motion by Alderman Schaefer, second by Alderman Gah. Do I hear any questions about the elevator agreement? Roll call.
Tyler. Anthony. Ovian. Schaefer. Dintelman. Gah.
Aye.
Steele. Wygant. Elmore. Wiggington.
Aye.
Barfield.
Aye.
Hazel.
Aye.
Kinsella.
Aye.
Pusa. Bittner. Randall.
Motion carries. Next, I'd ask for a motion coming from administration to approve City Hall HVAC Systems Annual Maintenance Agreement with Honeywell Building Solutions in the amount of $20,465.80. Motion by Alderman Pusa, second by Kinsella. Discussions on this one. Roll call. Yes, sir.
Is this good for 3 years? It's gonna be 20,000
Kenny?
a year for 3?
It's our choice. We have that option to go 1, 2, or 3. If we choose to go multi-year, there's a 3% per year escalation. So it's entirely council's. I would recommend going for the 3-year.
And lock it in. It's, we have, we have to have the HVAC, and it's a very complicated system, and it's very specific to what they have to do, so. We had it before, but now with the remodel here, it's even more complicated.
They're just very proud.
Huh?
They're very proud.
Yeah, I know. We have, everybody understand the motion and the second? Roll call.
Anthony. Ovian. Schaefer. Dintelman.
Aye.
Gah.
Aye.
Steele. Wygant. Elmore.
Aye.
Wiggington.
Aye.
Barfield.
Aye.
Hazel.
Aye.
Kinsella.
Aye.
Pusa. Bittner. Randall. Tyler.
Motion carries. And the last one coming from administration would be a motion to approve a contract with St. Clair County Trustee Payment Account to purchase the property at 2510 East Main Street, parcel number 08-23-0-200-022, in the amount of $789.25. Motion by Alderman Tyler, second by Alderman Anthony. Do I hear any discussion on this motion? Roll call.
Ovian. Schaefer. Dintelman.
Aye.
Gah.
Aye.
Steele. Wygant. Elmore. Wiggington. Barfield.
Aye.
Hazel.
Aye.
Kinsella.
Aye.
Pusa. Bittner. Randall. Tyler. Anthony.
Motion carries. We go to 11D, Economic Development. Alderman Kinsella.
On behalf of Economic Development, I make a motion to approve petition for annexation of 510 Schlater Germain Road, 13-10-200-024, 13-100-200-027.
Motion by Alderman Kinsella, do I second by Alderman Pusa. Do I hear discussion about this annexation petition? Roll call.
Schaefer. Dintelman.
Aye.
Gah.
Aye.
Steele. Wygant. Elmore. Wiggington. Barfield.
Aye.
Hazel. Kinsella.
Aye.
Pusa. Bittner. Randall. Tyler. Anthony. Ovian.
Motion carries. You want me to read these two?
No, I got it.
Okay, we have communications. Take a drink there. She has the smallest cup in the city hall. Ready?
Yeah. Together? Or
Nobody's gonna
Mine?
complain, right? We're gonna read them together.
Yep, read them together.
It's a bold group tonight.
12A South Fifth Street Neighborhood Block Party, 10/28/2018. Request from South Fifth Street Neighborhood to host a block party on October 28th, 2018, from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. Street closure request, South Fifth Street from Van Buren to Polk, 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. Additional request of barricades, trash cans, and picnic tables. 12B Queen of Peace Blessed Sacrament 5K, 11/17/18. Due to rain cancellation, Queen of Peace and Blessed Sacrament request to change their 5K event to Saturday, November 17, 2018, from 9 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. Rolling street closures along 5K route through Ogle subdivision. Additional services requested, race and progress signs.
We have a motion to approve these two communications. Alderman Wiggington, second by Schaefer. Any discussion on these communications? All in favor of approving the two as just read, 12A and 12B, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. We have no petitions this evening. We have no resolutions. I'd ask for a motion to read by title only ordinances number 8252, 8253, 8254, 8255, and 8256. And I don't know, do you want to read them as a group? Read them all together. Is that included? Who's making the motion?
Your Honor, we have a clarification that needs to be made in 15B.
15B, what's your clarification before we even read them?
Section, it should say after chapter 157 floodplains, it should be section 157.10.
Oh, that's right. We had that the other night, and we didn't catch that. Okay, everybody see that in 15B? It's supposed to be section 157.10. That's what you're talking about, Alderman?
Correct, thank you.
Okay, so I got a request to have I'm asking for a motion to read by title only all those ordinances and as a group. Who's willing to make it? Motion by Schaefer, second by Pusa. All in favor of reading by title only as a group signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
15A, ordinance 8252, 2018, an ordinance enacting and adopting a supplement to the Code of Ordinances for the City of Belleville, Illinois, and declaring an emergency. 15B, ordinance 8253, 2018, an ordinance amending Title 15 Land Usage, Chapter 157 Floodplains, Section 157.10, Protected Buildings, and Chapter 162 Zoning, Section 162.036, Accessory Use Restrictions, of the revised ordinances of the City of Belleville. 15C, ordinance 8254, 2018, an ordinance amending Title 15 Land Usage, Chapter 151, Electrical Code, Section 151.47, Reciprocity, of the revised ordinances of the City of Belleville, Illinois, as amended by amending portions of sections thereof. 15D, ordinance 8255, 2018, an ordinance amending Title 11 Business Regulations, Chapter 113, Special Sales, Personal Sales, Section 113.001, Secondhand Dealers, of the revised ordinances of the City of Belleville, Illinois, as amended by amending portions of sections thereof. 15E, ordinance 8256, 2018, an ordinance annexing certain territory owned by Carol J. Brower, Keith A. Brower, Craig D. Brower, and Donna J. Wendell to the City of Belleville, Illinois.
Motion to approve those ordinances 8252, 8253, 8254, 8255, and 8256. Alderman Schaefer, second by Alderman Steele. Any discussion on the ones just read? Roll call.
Dintelman.
Aye.
Gah.
Aye.
Steele. Aye. Wygant.
Aye.
Elmore.
Aye.
Wiggington.
Aye.
Barfield.
Aye.
Hazel. Kinsella.
Aye.
Husa. Aye. Bittner. Randall.
Aye.
Tyler.
Aye.
Anthony. Ovian.
Aye.
Schaefer.
Motion carries. We have miscellaneous and new business. We have a motor fuel claims in the amount of $7,537.20. What's your pleasure? Alderman Schaefer, second by Alderman Steele. Got to get those hands up fast. We have a motor fuel claims and we have a second. Any discussion on this? Roll call.
Gah.
Aye.
Steele. Aye. Wygant. Elmore. Wiggington.
Aye.
Barfield.
Aye.
Hazel.
Aye.
Kinsella.
Aye.
Husa. Aye. Bittner. Randall.
Aye.
Tyler. Anthony. Ovian. Schaefer. Aye. Dintelman.
Aye.
Motion carries. There's no executive session information tonight. I'm going to ask for a motion to adjourn before her voice goes away.
So moved.
Motion by Dittelman, second by Wiggington. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Who did that?